episode 2 of the Umbrella Academy, and we picked up right where we left off in the last season with the family back trying to thwart another apocalypse, and we pick off everyone gets separated, and the strange thing, they all get separated in different times, and it's gonna be so interesting finding out how they're gonna all come together, because so far Five has only found Luther and Diego. He's made sure that Luther stayed inside the psych ward, or at least tried to make sure. And then Luther, he found playing bodyguard to a mob boss in the 60s named Jack something. And Luther seems like he's had a really hard time for a year because he's been trapped for a year. And doesn't care about anything, doesn't care that the world's ending. And we left off with Luther, and we're gonna see where we're gonna pick up. But before we start, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I post new videos, because I'm gonna keep posting these Umbrella Academy videos. Alright guys, let's start episode 2.
How disappointing.
Did she survive?
Smile. Plus, my apartment's a disaster.
Damn, she's 3 months later? Yeah. How did she survive? 3 months to recover from a bullet wound to the head? She is impressive.
What?
Parking.
The fish smoking was so weird.
Look, if I'm completely honest, you've always had a problem with authority.
Whoa. Oh, wow. His old desk. Damn, what a throw.
Remember? You beat a man without provocation at Odessa.
No, that was me. I did
He was
something.
threatening us.
Come on. No, please stop it. You can't do this.
Where's your power? Power? Yeah?
Back up. Back up right now or you're going with it.
Allison.
I said back up.
Allison.
You don't have, you have to get close?
Allison. Allison, baby, it's okay. Baby, I love you. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm gonna be okay.
Do we have a problem here?
No.
Oh, why did she stop? It still works. I knew it wasn't them. I didn't. That guy, cowardly piece of shit. Instead of telling them that he got his ass handed to him by a woman, he told that the guy beat him up.
Diego. Oh, who's Diego? Imagine Batman, then aim lower. Get started on that film. I'll be back.
Imagine Batman, and then aim lower. Is Batman who we consider him today in the 60s? Because he is not. When was he created? In the 40s, and he still was like purple.
Okay. Then why are you doing this?
Because he is an idiot. Lose the crazy lady and come with me. We have important business.
I am not going anywhere with you.
Officer!
Hey, what are you doing?
I hear there's a reward out for you two.
He's bluffing.
He's not.
No, he's not.
Fine. I'll go with you.
What
But she
about me?
comes too.
And I'm bringing the crazy lady.
Yeah, bring her along. She's fun. I like her.
Where did you get the film? The Frankel footage?
The truth this time.
You know this lunatic?
New acquaintance. He's harmless.
Are you sure about that?
You want to take
Really?
this or should I?
Oh, I got him.
Hey, Lila.
What the
She
hell
loves
just
it.
happened?
Give it to me, honey. Just give it to me. I know how to do this. I know how to do this.
She's painting his nails. She is so awesome.
Cute. I love old couples.
What was that, Diego shooting him?
This can't be.
That's impossible.
Clearly, it's not.
Oh, it's the father. Yeah. How did he find her? He didn't leave at the same time. Is he gonna try to kill her? Oh no. It never works out. You need to show her love and compassion so that she works with you, not against you. You tried to imprison her again and she lashed out badly.
Vanya.
Well, probably in the paper it shows where she was.
What? Of course I know you. You shouldn't be the one to apologize.
There you go. Start a brand new slate. You can come clean, rebuild
do to me?
a new relationship.
I let you down. I just came here to tell you.
I'm
that
sorry. There you go. That's what you're supposed to do.
Harlan, hey.
Whoa. That is a weird game. Oh. They are from the commission. They're the operatives that he sent out. All right. They're called the Swedes. All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm curious. Why did you say I heard a rumor?
I heard a rumor.
Last night. You said it twice.
Time.
We'll talk about this later.
Let's go, man.
It is a strange thing to say.
Where did you get that?
All the children of the prophet have them.
And does this
Who's the prophet?
prophet have a name?
I'm surprised she didn't run into him when he was walking out. How many exits does that building have? It would be him to break into his own place, though.
This is it.
Please tell me she's in the trunk. Please tell me she's in the trunk. I liked her so much.
DS umbrella. This is it.
What in the world? All those nuclear testing
What are you up to?
places. I think he knows there's people there. All the lights keep going off. Just walk into the night, into the fog. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, is that Pogo? Before he was modified? It is. It's gonna be him.
It's good to see you.
probably leading him into a trap. Whoa, that's a dad?
Impressive.
Whoa, super impressive. Whoa, he is really good.
Dad. Amateur.
Damn, super impressed with Dad. Damn, super impressed with Dad. Look at Dad. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at Dad. Holy Hargreaves can kick ass. Wouldn't I don't remember from season 1, but it looks like he would have taught Diego all he knows about fighting. Because that was really impressive. Really impressive. I did not see that coming at all from the dad. You lured him into a trap, fought him. He would have lost. We can't forget that he would have lost if Diego did not catch a glimpse of his face and see that it was the dad, and then stop and then allow him enough time to like stick that blade in him and twist it so the wound wouldn't close. But that was that was a really impressive fight, really good fight, and we get to and since we have so many characters, let's just go through all of them where they are in episode 2 versus episode 1. Episode 1, we start with number 1, Luther. We pick up, the episode picks off with him and Five talking in the club that is owned by Jack Ruby. The guy, his first and last name. And he's like the guy's bouncer and his main bodyguard. And it seems like the guy that was irritating him, which I didn't recognize with him being completely so drunk. And I would admit I wasn't really paying attention to who the guy was. The guy that was annoying Jack Ruby. But he was Carl, the guy that's married to Sissy and that Vanya is living with. And it was just a huge coincidence that he dropped his wallet as Luther was escorting him out of the club after he was annoying Jack Ruby. And after he throws Carl out of the club, where it looks like Carl he gets thrown out by Luther. Carl goes to the payphone, calls Sissy to pick him up. Vanya comes to get him. And then Luther sees Vanya picking up Carl. And recognizing the guy that he just thrown out. Also, he knew where to find Vanya based on his wallet. Because it would have his address in there. And then we see Luther find Vanya in the farmhouse, wherever she's living. And what I thought he might do was try to stop her once and for all. But thankfully he didn't. Thankfully because he had in the seat next to him in the car was a revolver. And it looked like he was ready to shoot her. But I was just thinking, no, like the whole thing with season 1 was that they kept trying to hide her, kept stifling her abilities, and that never worked out. It never works out with these kind of people. You always need to embrace them, truly give them true understanding and compassion and loving, nurturing care, so they can hopefully grow up into a good person. But in the first season, we saw how everything they tried to do was just to stifle her, and then finally, when they find out that she has serious powers, Luther grabs her and throws her into the cage that the father had made for her, and kept her there until she finally breaks out. And he was just gonna, instead of trying to keep her captured, he was thinking that didn't work, so the next thing would just be to kill her. And it looked like he came in there to kill her, but he even, with the gun behind his belt, he even cocked it. And I was just thinking, no, you don't know, like, what, so like she might have like this surge of emotion and her power might manifest. But thankfully, he was able to realize that that was not the way to go. That it was better for him just to say, I'm sorry, and move on. Be like, hey, it's not, you don't have to, you're not the one that's supposed to say you're sorry. I'm the one that's supposed to say I'm sorry to you for letting you down, for not showing you the understanding that you needed. And I was just so satisfied that he was able to do this quick turnaround and then leave. And I think, because after we leave off with him leaving her, Vanya is having more of, there was even like a stronger sexual tension between her and Sissy. We saw when after Luther's visit, Vanya is struggling with how she knows Luther and what he possibly could have done to wrong her, like why he needed to apologize. And they have this like heartfelt moments where Sissy asks for Vanya's hands and she's caressing her hands, and like there's this, it's like the sexual tension is building up more and more until there's something's gonna happen soon. If not episode 3, then episode 4. There's gonna be like this other shared look. I think then in episode 4, there might be a kiss. Like something's gonna have to drive Vanya away from that family for her to go back to the Umbrella Academy family. And I wonder what that's going to be. I really hope that, because I could see in a way where the Carl sees something happen between them, gets so mad, goes after the wife, or goes after both of them, and then Vanya's energy and power just manifest and ends up killing the husband, and then all hell breaks loose. But I can also see like in a totally different way where there's more sexual tension between her and the wife, Sissy, and something happens, and especially being in these times, I can totally see it in a route where the wife just like suppresses her feelings and still lives with a guy that she doesn't care for anymore, or who has been irritating her throughout the whole thing. So I can definitely see it going different ways. Like they set it up so that you don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but you have an idea. And I was so surprised. Like I imagined that we're gonna get a hint of the dad, but I didn't think that it would be in the sense of him being involved in the assassination of JF Kennedy, because him being in that video paints a really bad picture. Like you would only assume, knowing who he is, what he's capable of, and the resources he has behind him, being a millionaire, that if he's around that spot, it's not by accident. He's there for a reason. But before we get into the whole dad thing, then we go into Allison and her what progressing from the first episode, from where she struck the guy that was trying to barge his way into the salon when he was trying to make trouble, and after she hit him and threw him out, he goes and tells the authorities that the husband did it. For the I would think one reason would be because he does not want to tell people that he got his ass handed to him by a girl, by a woman. And two, because especially in those times, he would be like the laughing stock of the town. And then two, he knew that they were planning something for the president's visit, and he didn't want anything to happen. And he thought if he can get her husband out of the picture, that it would like derail the whole thing. So I think it's those two things. And then we also catch a glimpse of that she still has her power. She still knows how to use it, but she's not using it for some reason. And I really thought in the first episode that she was gonna use it against the guy. She doesn't even say the words, "I heard a rumor," and in the second episode, she says the words, I heard a rumor" to the police officer, but she doesn't finish it. And it seems like she would have, because she said it and approached him, but then he yelled at her. Then he like pointed his gun and told her to get back, and then she said it again, and you saw that he was under the trance, but she didn't like say what the rumor was. And the husband caught that, and I'm wondering if she'll explain to him why she was saying that and what it means when she does say it. And after that, we go with Klaus, how Klaus and Ben were both in jail. Well, we assume that Ben was with him, but Klaus was definitely in jail after carjacking the guy from the highway bar, and conveniently ran into Allison's husband, who had words of wisdom to share with Klaus, who apparently throughout his time I think he's been there the longest. I think he's been there since 1960. So he's had 3 years to cultivate relationships, and it seems like he became a prophet. With the power he has, he became a prophet, and he's became close friends with the governor. Not with the governor, with wealthy benefactors. And if you have money on your side, you can twist politicians in certain ways, and that seems like exactly what happened. People who had followed his message must have caught wind that he went to jail, and then rang the governor to make sure he got out. But before he got out, he ran into one of his followers, and one of his followers looks like told him that he knew who Klaus was. And I'm surprised like she didn't see him in the paper or anything. You would think that someone like that can have the reach where he can get himself out of jail would be in the paper, and people would know generally who he is. But I guess that's like thinking of nowadays, where even like the smallest nugget of information can be known by millions of people because of how easy it is to access information now because of the internet. And then we get into Diego and number 5. Well, after they see the footage of the dad and the grassy knows, they go to track him down, and they find out that his whole company for umbrellas is a front, and he's doing something else there. And we meet Pogo before he's been genetically modified, and it was nice to see him. And the dad has some crazy skills, like really crazy skills. He was able to take on Diego, and you would assume that Diego got his fighting ability from his dad. At least it's part of it, because the dad held his own. I don't know how, but it was impressive to watch. And I guess episode 3 is going to pick off with them trying to figure out where the dad's headed off to, what's his plans, how he's involved with the JFK assassination. And then I really hope they bring the girl Lily, I think Lila, back into the fold because she was such a good character. I loved her. Every time she was on screen, she was amazing. Anything she did, she was like 10 out of 10. For me, like almost stole almost every scene she was in. And I was so disappointed that they were leaving her behind. But yeah, I hope she comes back into episode 3 because I would be so disappointed if she's not there. Like she's playing off Diego so well, and she has like these own like moments for herself that I'm just eating up completely. Like everything she does is just gold for me right now. And we have to see Vanya's looks like she's headed to see Luther at the bar. And then we have to see what develops between her and Sissy. What's going on with Luther, and hopefully seeing Vanya again would inspire him to try to save the world and join back up with Five and Diego. And just so many good things. Another great episode. 2 very good episodes to start with, and the show still surprised me how good it is. I keep getting surprised, pleasantly surprised. This is why I love watching TV shows. I just a little sense of like relief. Like I don't know with you guys, like whenever I watch shows and movies, I just like everything else gets left behind, and I just get so invested in the world that we're in, and whatever world that they're trying to portray. And if you want to share what your thoughts about about the show without any spoilers, please go into the comments. Let's talk about the show. I'm happy to talk with anyone. How about how you feel about the show, or what shows you're looking forward to. And don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button if you like this. If you like what I'm doing, if you think you know where I can improve, I definitely like to listen to whatever you guys have to say. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys on episode 3. Bye.